What's up traders, welcome to live streaming from Forex Trading Wizard Academy. This is Forex Wizard, your trading coach. We'll be doing a live trading session, live analysis and live discussion that we do every trading day, Monday to Friday. So today is the last day of trading week, very important day and highly volatile. And also, as you know, that there is a news coming up just an hour later. And let's begin with that notion that there could be some good trading opportunity. As you can see, the market is reversing now. There has been a lot of manipulation over the couple of days. I have never seen this kind of manipulation in a couple of months. There is a lot of manipulation, and that's good that the market actually trying to create a new structure. And this is sometimes it's a good thing for us as a trader. I know that sometimes when there is a manipulation, there could be some trade going wrong, and that's completely fine. But as you know, that when the market will give us a clear direction, that could be a very, very good point where we can see some good trading opportunity, except couple of pairs. For example, GBP JPY is showing a very strong direction, especially JPY pairs. But we see that British pound, US dollar and gold having a lot of manipulation. And let's see what kind of trading opportunity currently we may have in those instruments that we will look at all of them. So before I begin this session, guys, make sure you smash the like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet, and also press that bell notification so that you don't miss out any of the content that I release every single day, including the live analysis, so that you don't miss out. Make sure you press that bell notification. We see that basically I was looking at GBP JPY. As you can see, there has been a massive drop in this instrument. Now if we look at daily, there's a big bearish engulfer, followed by this one is going, this is still half days remaining. This is the last day of trading week. And what I think that GJ might just have a big drop from this level. Now if you look at weekly, this is the weekly candle that is going to close on GBP JPY. What we see that at this candle from this zone, the price has dropped. Now what I think, if you look at monthly, we see that back to back 3 months there has been in fact aggressive bearish movement on this one. The price is in a very important level where there is a previous resistance zone turning support. And if you look at weekly, what we see that after the previous weekly, this is what exactly expected in the weekly forex forecast. Interestingly, the price, you can see, has done exactly as it is. Now what I think that from this level, I think that there could be further drop on this one. The reason is, if you look at daily, from the daily perspective on GBP JPY, first of all, we see that there is an impulse on the daily, and this is the daily middleman, which is a very, very important candle. You can see that candle has wick at the top and also wick at the bottom, and it has crossed the previous candles high, okay, which is a very important level. And from this zone we have seen that this bearish candle has formed, followed by a couple of days retracement, and there has been another impulse. Now when the price has gone up to the same level, what we see that with this daily 20 EMA, the price, what it did, that it couldn't break this high, okay, created a lower high with this level. And we have seen that GBP JPY creating a lower high has now broken down again. So which is the sign that, because when this market has dropped again, has gone up again, it couldn't create a new higher high, which is a very big sign that GJ may continue to drop a lot. Okay, there is a high probability. And also the price action, this is the daily candle, which is a very full body red. When you see this kind of daily candle, a full body red, big bearish engulfer from a resistance zone where there is a daily 20 EMA and also daily resistance. And as you can see, this is also showing a strong sell signal according to the rules of our trend following strategy on GBP JPY. We have seen that this long bearish engulfer has been formed, followed by today so far a narrow candle. Now what we could see that if GBP JPY, let's say this is the daily candle followed by this narrow, if this one is closing here, let's say as a narrow candle, it's a sign of continuation. We could see the next one again having a massive drop. Okay, there is a high probability for the price to do that. Now if you look at the lower time frame, we see there is no green candle at all of them are red. There is a big massive drop happen. So you could see, I think now a little bit of retracement in this level, and I think that after retracement we could see that there could be another massive drop on GBP JPY, so which is a high probability bearish price action. Okay guys, use the live chat if you have any question, and also don't forget to like the stream. It will really help the stream to be at the top of the search engine, guys. Thank you very much for your help. Bisa, hey sir, thank you. Bisa Muhammad, hi from Iraq, thank you very much for joining. Sir, please, gold analysis, absolutely. Euro dollar, absolutely. Jonathan, what about gold? I have sell on Euro USD since 4 days. I'll look at it. Madami, hi. JPY. Okay, so let's look at gold now. Looking at gold. Okay, what we have seen that, guys, yesterday, as you have seen, there has been quite a few times in all the instrument, there is a quite a few times manipulation on gold. There is one here, a big drop, a big manipulation, and then a rise. There has been another one here, and then we have seen during the news announcement created this long wick candle. When this price was coming back down here, this is what I mentioned, that we could see after retest again an up price, and the price did it. We see that from this level there has been a big that big long wick candles. Now what I think, guys, that as this is weekend, timing is really important, guys. Keep in mind that you see that this is what I called a fourth dimension in trading, and many trader miss this point, especially retail trader. And I think that that even 5% trader don't consider this timing concept. I do have a couple of videos on YouTube channel that I posted before, you can watch that, but let me explain why it is so important. See, normally what we do, that we forget about what day it is, what session, what is the time context in that price action, and that is a big important aspect. I never seen anyone talking about timing except one trader that I saw long ago. But the most, as you know, that the way the trend and price action is important, timing also very important. So what do in fact I mean by timing? So timing is not the candle timing. What I'm saying is the what time, what date, what session, what is the time in the week, what is the time in the month, what is the time in relation to price action. Now let me explain why it is so important as a trader to know the timing. Is because, see, there is a big movement happen in the market based on how the traders think. For example, it's very important. Let's say if you have a shop, okay, even if you don't have a shop, a physical business, you will understand it. The day before Christmas, okay, what you will see when you go to the marketplace. Imagine that. What you're gonna see. Exactly same thing reflected here. See guys, this is a very important concept. Once you grasp this, it becomes very easy for you, trust me. See, the day before Christmas, if you go to the shopping mall or shopping center, what do you see? Imagine it. Let's say the day after, 2 days later, when you go to shopping center, the same shopping center, what do you see? Big difference, right? The day before Christmas, you see a lot of people buying, and the shoppers, shopkeepers are very busy. Probably, even they don't have time to talk to you. But go to 2 days earlier. Okay, what do you see? You see that even hardly you can find a people, or you can find, but not as much as you saw 2 days early or the day before Christmas. So now, how does this affect in trading, and like how do you use that concept in trading? See, when you see this candle is being formed, okay, these are basically the representation of the orders from buyers and sellers in the market. So if you look at these candles is being created, like traders like you and me, probably a retail trader, an institutional trader, everywhere, that hedge funds, big investors. So we all are human, right? We all place trades according to the context, and the same context, it's a marketplace. This one that you see on the screen is basically a marketplace. It's a shopping mall, the one you go. The same thing here also applied, and that marketplace operates a bit in a different way, but exactly the same concept. So then, how do you apply that concept in this marketplace? Imagine that today is weekend, Friday, right? This is here, that night, maybe in your zone morning. If you're in the US, then probably it's in the morning early. So Friday. Now, how do a Friday morning traders think? This will reflect on the chart, no doubt about it. How do Friday afternoon in US or London, let's say, how do trader think in that moment, in that time period, will be reflected on the chart? How do Monday morning, let's say in Sydney we open Monday morning all the trades, how do trader think will reflect on the chart? Now, to understand what is going to happen, first thing, you need to apply the common sense. Second thing is a little bit of experience. That's why it comes to that's why you are here. That's my job, is to give you the information so that you can learn, use it in your trading. Now, as I mentioned, that you see this price action, this candlestick pattern must be used in context with the timing, and then you can find the best trading possible. For example, you see this candle on gold is now dropping. Okay, probably if it is Monday, let's say first day of trading week in London session, you could see another bullish candle here, high probability. You see why? Because if you replay this chart here, this is gold chart, this is a bullish price action, this is a strongly bullish price action. As you can see, the trend is up. Okay, the trend is up, the price has couple of liquidity grab, and the price is creating series of higher high and higher low, and also you see a bullish structure has been created here. Okay, so with that bullish structure, what we see that in fact gold has that gone up, has crossed this up. So this is in fact strong bullish market. And if you see this candle, let's say on Monday, let's say in London session or in New York session, highly likely that you could see a bullish candle. Now you are seeing a bearish candle. So what is the concept? Why this is happening? Is the reason that you need to find out. And once you learn that, you understand it, it becomes much easy. Let me tell you with that context. In that way, there will be a lot of context that you need to apply common sense and real-time information so that you can figure out what to do in the real market. Okay, so now this one is dropping, right? Now what's the reason? With the time context is because Friday is most trader, many funded trader, there's a huge volume comes from funded trader. They have an obligation to close their trade, one thing, due to maybe some condition they have. Probably if you're a funded trader, you know that. Secondly, Friday is a psychological game for everyone because it's weekend and you need some profit, or probably and many traders doesn't want to keep their trade open during the weekend. Very important. Okay, so all those factor is contributing this candle now in to drop, because when this price was going up, okay, there has been huge buy orders placed along the way, and some of them taking their profit away from the market. So this price action, plus you need to know the time so that you exactly know why this is happening or how the market is moving, so that you can know exactly. In the similar way, what is the big secret of Monday morning, which is in Sydney, in your zone could be Sunday evening or afternoon when the market opens? The first session is the most successful session in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. I think that almost 95% of the trade that we have taken in the first session of the week is winner. Okay, it's a statistics. So yeah, that's the great thing. Now why? Because this is the time when most trader place their order in the market. Okay, the first day of trading week, like everyone start their day job, trader also start to place their order, and that time, that those who close the trade over the weekend, they want to open trade. And first session is in fact a very valuable session for the traders, and that is why it is so important that you know timing. And in that way, there are a lot of factors that you need to consider when you are trading, and that's why it comes to learning strategy. That's why I tell you guys that just keep learning. That if you want to accelerate your learning, as I mentioned, if you want to trade with us, like as I mentioned in the first session, always we win. And Monday, I'm sure that we will have some good trade as well. If you want to trade with us, and also you can join us, link in the description area. Visit the website, there is a discount going on. I'll invite you to join so that you can have all those strategies, all the content, and also you see this our TF strategy, trend following strategy indicator, available for all the students to use currently in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. Be a part of great trading community. So with that in mind, let me look at all of them. Thank you very much. Coach oil for next week, please. Yep, we'll look at it. So now let's look at US oil. Okay, we see that on US oil there has been significant bullish move. Now let's look at what's gonna happen looking at the monthly. So monthly perspective, as you know that I always look at first monthly and then weekly and then daily, okay, and then lower time frame. This is the right way to analyze the market. And normally when I sit down on the trading desk, I first look at daily and then go up and down. So let's look at first of all daily on US oil, because daily chart is very reliable and can be understood. So on US oil, from the daily perspective, we see There has been significant bullish move on this one. The price is approaching a resistance level. We see that there is, in fact, there is a trend line here. Okay, so what I think that, guys, this is daily chart US oil. There is a big impulse, quite a few days consolidation. I think after testing this zone we might see another drop on US oil. If we look at weekly, now weekly chart on US oil, previous week there has been a bearish engulfer. This week with a wickless candle we have seen so far created this bullish candle. What I think high probability to happen on US oil is that the price in the, we could see this candle closing as a bullish candle, I think, and then we might see another one just being penetrating this level, you know, creating an overextended from this resistance zone and then closing as a doji on the weekly. So that means we could see some bullish move still on the lower time frame, or if, let's say, if this one is dropping tonight or today, then we might see that even a big drop may happen on US oil. Looking at daily, yeah, so basically this is the trend line that I'm expecting on US oil to be respected from the daily time frame. If we look at, so where we see a resistance zone, so let's look at now lower time frame. Okay, so I think that, guys, you see there is a narrow doji, very long doji. That candle has not been tested. This is a one session candle, and I think US oil will reach that level, this zone, and from here probably will create a higher low with this doji and then will drop again. So for me, I'll say that I'll sell US oil if I see that this market has broken to the upside, created overextended market, and then when it will drop, then we'll be selling US oil from this zone. Okay, this is a very important level, and that could be a good zone for selling. On the other hand, let's say US oil has broken the market structure here. Okay, as you can see locally it is now in bullish trend, created this series of higher low and then has broken to the upside, created this retracement. Now this price basically is still in a bullish trend, but in case if it managed to break this local market structure, then we'll see for, you know, that as selling opportunity. But I think that it will go up even further and then will break this high either with this narrow doji. This will be a very good trade once the price will reach there, and I think there will be another big drop from this level. So this is the zone that is a high probability for US oil for, you know, going short around 81, below $81. That could be an important area of value for going short on US oil. Okay, so GBP CHF and euro dollar, absolutely. Rick, hello coach. Euro USD please, thank you, no problem. Tanya, euro dollar, yep please, thank you. Mansuki, Nasdaq, okay, thank you very much. So let's look at, guys, euro dollar. We'll look at euro dollar, which is a very important price action, important pair. We see that euro dollar from the monthly perspective, the price has broken a very significant level of monthly resistance, and that is why the price was just doing a lot of manipulation, because when the price approach an important level, then where we could see that a lot of manipulation in the market, and that's the part of game. We can't do anything. The only thing we can do is to that remain more of observant when there is that manipulation. So you see that euro dollar, this is a big bullish move from the monthly perspective. Starting from here, you see this smooth trend line on the monthly euro dollar has created back to back now 4 months. It is bullish. What I think that, guys, euro dollar might already has broken the resistance. We might see some retracement. Let's look at weekly time frame. Now this is the weekly candle which is closing today after a couple of hours. I think that the way the price action form, I don't think that euro dollar will go up further tonight or today before weekend. I think that euro dollar, as you can see, has broken this resistance. There are two level now. One is here, one is there. What I think that this is the weekly chart. I think euro dollar might come for now a deeper retracement to this level. Okay, and yeah, I think now lower time frame we could see some bearish move. Looking at the daily, now you can see this is the impulse on the daily, quite a few days impulse. So we see back to back 5 days impulse. Today the price is coming down, and when you see this kind of impulse, this is basically a big bullish impulse. What I think, guys, now that euro dollar, either any of this level, euro dollar will come back for a deeper retracement. Let's find out the Fibonacci level. This is daily chart on euro dollar. We see that this is 38.2% Fibonacci level is here from the daily perspective. See how it is aligning with. Now what we see that there is a first impulse doji and then has broken up. What I think that, guys, the price highly likely that will come back to this 38.2% Fibonacci level on euro dollar, and then we could see that this price again creating another bullish move. Okay, and the same level here, which is acting previous resistance zone here, and we have seen this that there is a lot of reversal happen. Like there is one here reversal pattern, and then we have seen there is another one double bottom and then has broken out. So basically this neckline, okay, this is the neckline, this previous resistance, which is turning support here. And yeah, I think euro dollar will continue to go up from here. So for the time being, we could see that euro dollar is coming down. Now if I look at the lower time frame price action, and now we see there is a big, you see this big bullish candle during the news, either respecting this high, highly likely the price will reverse. There is a high probability. So if we draw this channel for that purpose, okay, yeah, I think that that's going to be the future movement on euro dollar. Okay, and you can see this is the candle that is closing 1 hour later, and I think slowly the price will drop, including early next week, and then from here the price will create another bullish momentum that with this channel creation. So yeah, already we see there is a channel already here, and I think that could be a very good place for going long on euro dollar. So for the time being, short term, we could see some bearish move. If you trading on 15 minutes, let's say, we see that there is already that consolidation and the price has broken down. You see this current candle is going up, and from here we might see a retest. So if you're day trading, then for euro dollar, I think that could be a level where we can see possible retest of this previous support turning resistance. And I think that euro dollar slowly will drop to this level. So if you look at the chart, higher time frame and lower time frame, there is always a big difference you will find. Okay, yeah, so for me this is 4 hour, and I will really personally open buy position on euro dollar once I'll see this zone here. But in the meantime, on the short term, if we see any kind of trading opportunity, as this is weekend, we need some good profitable trade. Once we will find it, we will jump on the trade. Okay, so yeah, looking back on it, so my thought on euro dollar, for the time being we could see some drop, but long term it is a bull market. Okay, thank you very much, Chris. Hi coach, what's your take on GBP USD? I'll look at it. GBP USD, hello, thank you, Kakulan. Yeah, thank you very much. So let's look at British pound US dollar. Okay, now GBP USD, as I mentioned, like on gold, this price action, okay, if you look at the price action perspective, this is a bullish candle. Okay, but what we see that the price, the next one is now coming down, and this is what I was mentioning, that weekend is very, very important. Okay, and because of this reason we see some reversal happening. I think that if you look at daily on GBP USD, let's look at weekly, because the week and there is a week coming up. Okay, this candle will be closing very soon. I think GBP USD will have a deeper retracement now. Okay, this price is coming down, right? And with that move, what I think, after even weekly open, we could see that the price has exactly come to this dodgy area where there is a huge liquidity. Okay, the price normally, as I mentioned, the price moved from liquidity to liquidity. If you know this concept, see, the main thing as a trader, two part here. One is your trading psychology to be profitable. Another one is to know the direction in the market and the entry. Very simple, guys. As I mentioned, trading is all about, once you are skilled, it's a freedom. How many of you want to gain freedom as a trader? Let me know in the chat, because when you say it manifests. Okay, always keep in mind, our words turn into things. Okay, as a human, we basically create our own destiny. So you need to affirm it. It's not all about looking for a trading opportunity and trading. You have to create a balance between seen and unseen. Then life will be very, very easy. Look, I'm sometimes, I know it's trading, but that's sometimes I love to discuss. You see that when you can create, yeah, absolutely, Julius, amazing. See, when you can create a balance between seen and unseen. Okay, what is seen and unseen? Let me tell you. See, the trees you see, the bird you see, okay, the chart you see, the candlestick pattern you see, it's all seen. Okay, that's, you can see, you can touch, you can smell, that is seen. Okay, and that's seen, what we call a physical matter or physicality. Okay, and that seen is half truth. Okay, it's half truth, keep in mind, and half false. Now what is the other 50%? And this is where most people lacking. the other 50% is unseen. Okay, in every area, in even trading, in personal life, in every area of your life, the other 50% is unseen, and you need to keep faith on that unseen. All right, now what is that unseen is what we imagine, what we think to be true. So in that area, in that unseen area, most people fail, because the reason is we only rely on the things that we see, can touch, can feel. And if you remain in that 50% zone where only rely on the seen, then you operate on Newtonian physics, which is, I think, 16, which time Newton was 1600, quite a few 100 years. So Newtonian physics. When you create a balance between seen and unseen, then you turn into quantum physics. And when you live on that quantum zone, that is where you can create anything. You can become a good trader, you can create financial freedom, you can live the life that you want to live, trust me. And how do you go to that quantum zone? Every human have the ability to go to that quantum zone where you will spend very little energy, and then you gain a lot. When you stay in this Newtonian physics, where you see, or you believe, or you can rely only on the 50% that you see, then what will happen is that you have to apply always Newton's third law. Okay, is always you need to create a force. Okay, it's a first law, third law, there are 3 laws, as you know, that you need to apply force to move things. And that's what our brain will remember, that okay, if I wanna create something in my life, I want to be a trader, I have to do a lot of things. Okay, I have to create a lot of force, and that is where you end up spending a lot of energy but gaining a little bit. But when you remain on balanced on seen and unseen, then you manifest very easily without applying a lot of force. Okay, which is absolutely possible. So that is why it is important that you exactly know what is on your vision, what you wanna create. Okay, I do want freedom. Thank you. Awesome. Thumbs up, guys, for channel. Thank you, Mohanat. I want to gain freedom in trading. Absolutely, you are. Hello, sir. Thank you, GBP CAD dollar, and thank you. Yeah, so that's what the goal is. That you are spending your time in front of the chart, and you need to gain freedom from trading. So that's what I'm telling you, that you need to not only rely on the chart, but also apply the unseen that is you need. So that the unseen is, let's say, let me give you a quick idea what is unseen exactly. Try to do what I'm telling, trust me, it will work. No matter where you are, what's your religion, where you are living, what's your situation, nothing. 3 steps process to have anything in life by creating a balance. Let me tell you, the first step number 1 is you need to know exactly what you want. Okay, out of trading, out of life, you need to have a clear idea of what you want, and unfortunately most people have no idea. Okay, even we don't ponder in that part of where you need to know what you want. You need to know exactly what you want out of your trading. Number 2 is, once you know exactly what you want out of trading, the next step is bypassing the way how it will come to you. You need to completely be on that frequency. Like, let's say you want this much amount of money, or this goal you want to achieve from trading. Now you need to have that goal already achieved. You need to stay on that ground of, you know, that the goal is already achieved. I know that that's sometimes very difficult for our mind to, you know, that to tell that, okay, I didn't, you know, that gain, I'm not a profitable trader, or I didn't, you know, create that much of skill in trading, then how can I believe? Just assume that it's already fulfilled. Okay, second step. Third step is, once you already assumed it, now when you can find that assumption of already you gain that what you want, is if it is difficult for you during the daytime, just before you go to bed, create a picture in your mind exactly what you want. Okay, a clear idea. Just bring the idea. And third step is very interesting, is let it go of the need to have it. 3 steps, that's enough. First step is know exactly what you want. Second step is be on that ground of already you have that what you want. Okay, so let's say you want to be a trader. Many of you have written that you want to gain freedom. Say that I have already gained freedom. Okay, bypass the logic that telling you that you still didn't gain freedom. So you need to defy that logic inside your mind. Say that I'm already a profitable trader, I gained that freedom, I'm living that freedom, and feel like how it looks like when you gain that freedom. Let's say you are a profitable trader, then what you gonna do? You feel like you go to the beach, having a good time with family, you know, children, or maybe if you are a religious person, maybe you go to the pray. Okay, feel like that it's already you are doing in your, you know, mental faculty, and then do not resist it. You see that when you see up to here, everyone can do, I know, and then people ask question that, okay, I do all of them, then why it's not being, why I'm not being a, you know, free as a trader? The reason is we create resistance. You know how the resistance work? You see the electrical cable, can you transfer electricity into a wood? No, you need a metal to transfer electricity. The reason is wood has a high level of resistance. Similarly, to bring that thing that you want to bring in your physical reality, you need to remove that resistance. And that resistance is when you try to want that thing by any means. Okay, you don't know how it will happen, but you need to release that resistance. You need to say, oh, it's already there, I know I'm gonna get it, and I let go of the need to have it. Okay, completely remain non-resistant, and it will flow into your life. Okay, and then anyone, either you are in, let's say, the world poorest country, in a poorest family, you can do what you want. And that's the power every human have in their mind from the place of higher energy. So these are the thing that is unseen, and we are lacking most of them, and we fight with the price action strategy. It will not come. You need to, and then, so once you complete this 3 step, then sit in front of the chart and then trade, okay, and then you'll see what happened. It's not a one-day job. You need to do it. You need to be patient, because when you ask for something, you will be given, but it takes some time to be printed for you. And that is the biggest secret, that once you know, you are done. So hopefully that you found value in. Give a big thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more for more something like that along with trading, so that you can fulfill your dream as a trader. Let's jump on to the lower time frame on GBP USD. What do you see there on British pound US dollar? Let's look at lower time frame. Now some of you ask about GBP USD. What I see that British pound US dollar, guys, is that British pound US dollar, quite a few manipulation and consolidation here. If we look at weekly, as I mentioned, that what I think that the price moves from liquidity to liquid. This is what I was discussing. So let's now look at the thing that we can see. So what do you see, that the price moved from liquidity to liquidity. You see, this is the resistance level here, and this is the support level. And always keep in mind, before also I mentioned, the price, like say there is a liquidity here, there is a liquidity. Now normally it hit a liquidity zone and then come back to another liquidity zone, and that's how the price moves. So now let's look at where the liquidity here and where the liquidity here. First of all, what it did, British pound US dollar, you see exactly it has crossed this weekly high. You see above this weekly high there is a gap opening, and also weekly opening and closing, and there is a lot of liquidity, huge liquidity in this zone. There is a lot of stop loss who sold this market to this level, and once we saw that the price hit that liquidity zone and created a higher low. So higher low means it in fact has gained liquidity, and then the price started to drop, right? So one liquidity zone to the other liquidity zone, okay? So what do you see, that now the price is coming to a doji, where in fact there is a long doji. Now from that doji, what we see, that the price now has come to that level, and I think that from here it will have a bounce. So for the time being, we could see that basically GBP USD is coming and to this level. Now if we look at the daily perspective from GBP USD, what I think that we might see in a short term movement towards the downside, okay? If we look at lower time frame price action, what we see, that there is, you can see there is a drop happening, and there is weekend. I think that this level, as you can see, this is where we have drawn the liquidity. Either the price might create a higher low with this 2 long wick candle, and we might see a bullish move. And because this is weekend, we could potentially see that GBP USD is coming back to this level, and from this zone we could see bullish move. So as you can see, this is already an established uptrending market. Let's see, if we do not trading in a very lower time frame, we will be still looking for that bullish opportunity in this zone later next week. But this week, if we want to look at the lower time frame, we might see some short-term bearish trade. As you can see, there has been a massive drop, and I think that we could see some short-term bearish trade in this direction. And there you see this market basically big, there has been a big manipulation. So I think that's going to happen. So we'll look at later what's gonna happen. We still have 40 minutes for this candle to be closed, and then we'll jump on the trade. Okay, let's look at US30. Mohana das for US30. Let's look at US30. Now US30, in the same way, like, so as you know that gold, euro dollar, GBP USD, all of them move almost in a similar fashion. Okay, what do you see that if we look at monthly perspective, let's look at bigger picture US30. Now from this resistance level where there is a monthly, previous monthly resistance, there is a, you can see from that same level we have seen this big move happen. Now the price has gone to the same level, created a lower high. We see a primarily rejection. I don't think that this is a big reversal, but we might see, as I mentioned, that on GBP USD and euro dollar we are seeing that some bearish move, and I think that US30 is creating some short-term downward momentum. Now if we look at the weekly, after the previous weekly, this bullish candle, which is a pin bar with a liquidity gap at the bottom, that is where we see this bullish candle. This week looks like that it might form a middleman. Okay, I don't think that it will be a big reversal. We might see tonight coming a little further, or weekly closing as a doji, and then on the next week after retracement we could see another candle. So basically it reached a resistance level, a liquidity zone. There is a doji, you can see this is a very huge liquidity zone, and from that level we see that basically US30 is retreating back. Now looking at daily, where you see that from the daily perspective there has been a daily impulse with this. You see there is a bearish and bullish engulfer, back to back 3 days bullish move, followed by today we have seen that basically the price is retracing. And I think that let's look at the one that we have drawn from the monthly. So there is a monthly opening and closing zone. I think the price even may come to this support level again, and either respecting this or respecting this zone, we could see that US30 again going to be bullish. So it could be this level, or even we could see with this daily 20 EMA another bullish move. So basically for the short term, US30 also showing some bearish movement in the market. Okay, yeah, I think so. When you see normally, you know, the price creates this kind of pattern on an important monthly, especially resistance level, it's in most cases you see a reversal. Now to consider it as a reversal, to take a short trade on US30, what we need, can anybody tell me what we need to consider when, if we want to take a short trade? You see this current candle is a bearish engulfer. You can see it has crossed the high. Okay, created this long bearish engulfer which is closing 1 hour 36 minutes. So I think that if this one closing as a bearish engulfer, next session the price will reach this resistance zone. You see this resistance, support turning resistance, and high probability we'll see a retest of this level and then drop. So basically we might sell US30 from this level, giving a pending order, stop loss above all this high, and probably we can target to this liquidity zone where there is a neckline. You see this, there is a double bottom, okay, here, and with this movement the price didn't test this previous resistance, which is turning support. So it could be a 3-to-1 risk to reward ratio trade at least, or 2-to-1 will be, or 2-to-2.5 will be better probability, because we might see after neckline we could see a rise. So this could be a probable trading opportunity after closing the candle on US30. Yeah, it's looked to me a reversal, but what we need is a candle again to go ahead and test this level, and then we could see a potential head and shoulder, and we might see that US30 is coming back down like that, and in that way we might see that US30 basically when breaking this low or even testing this level, that's how the price moves. And because you can see it already has gone to an important level where there is already a double top and has dropped, okay, has gone up, created the same kind of price action, double top. Now we could see that it is coming to this trend line again. Okay, that's the basic movement of price. Normally moves like this. Okay, so yeah, that could be a very good trading opportunity for this move. Euro USD, thank you very much. I'm a big bear on GBP CAD. What is your thought? Yeah, we'll look at it. Yeah, absolutely, thank you. Will US30 recover after massive drop today? I'm currently trapped in a position. So what's your position, Julius? Let us know. Thank you, coach, for that. No problems, Rick, thank you very much. It's not as a matter of fact, you know, we can't advise anyone but I think that we all have our own way of thinking, doing things, and it's definitely respected. You know, everyone has its own way and everyone is right in their own accord, and that's the beauty. So the only thing is that we can share our experience. Okay, I'm sharing my experience and probably could be helpful to you. That's only the way. Thank you for sharing. No problems, Julius, thank you. Thumbs up, guys, for coach. Thank you very much for inviting that. Sir Gold, please explain. Thank you very much. Double high lower close testing the neckline. Yeah, absolutely, and that's the thing that below, that's it. Yeah, so double top neckline testing. So US30 looks like that, guys. So basically US30 down means we might see in the similar. I think that gold also, if you look at weekly, this market, as you can see, is a very overly extended, and I think that gold market, including, like, they are related, as you know that. So basically with NASDAQ, okay, and all of them is going in the same manner. So I think that, yeah, let's look at DXY monthly, daily. You see the DXY, there is a probability for reversal on DXY. Okay, this is the weekly candle, as you can see, which is a lonely bearish candle. Okay, after this drop, now we could see at least testing this support zone 103.47 level, or even breaking this high. I think that DXY might reverse, guys. You know, the way it has formed, this kind of price action is a reversal price action normally in most cases. So that means that if DXY reverse, then the one that we are seeing at US30 and NASDAQ, okay, is also reversal. So yeah, this weekend, as you can see, when the price reversed during the weekend, is the sign that next week the trend might change. Okay, and we see a very strong bearish engulfer is forming on US30. Okay, so basically, to me, I think that DXY might reverse. So let's do a bit more analysis on DXY, because the direction of DXY will tell you everything what might happen in the market. Okay, because if DXY reversed, okay, let's say DXY reversed, and there is still probability because you see this zone on DXY which is completely unchecked, and there has been a long area. If DXY reverse, we might see that even it is not impossible to see that the price again has come to that zone, okay, to test this neckline of this double top. There was a manipulation here, created a double top, has reversed to this level, and now it is not impossible to see something like that and then coming back down again. So okay, if we see that, let's say DXY reverse, then what's gonna happen? Then US30 drop, okay, euro dollar drop, AUD USD drop, gold drop, you know, that USD CAD rise, like that. So all the pairs will be the other way around. So this last session candle on London session on DXY, this kind of candle normally happen during a reversal, okay. See, it has a strong liquidity gap, okay. So if we look at weekly, yeah, I think guys, you see that this is the weekly candle, all right. So what we could see that next this candle might close somewhere here, and then next week we high probability that we will see DXY has gone up. I don't think that the price will be able to drop that way anymore, okay, because there is no significant level of, you know, level here to push that price down. I think now DXY will go up even to this level, because this is what happened. You see this long wick candle, that candle has not been tested, this zone has not been tested, okay. So this candle is unchecked. Normally if you see a long wick, for example this one, you see that candle has tested, the price again came to that zone, you see, and then tested. So when you see a long wick candle, normally that zone is tested. For example, this long wick is tested by this one. In most cases you see that the price normally revisit that long wick candle. Here you see the price visited. Now normally here you see at least some part is visited, this one visited, but this long wick candle completely unchecked here. So because it's reversing from here on DXY, like high probability, not yet, I think that in the new trading week we'll see DXY has gone up to this level. So that means that all those pairs we might see is the next week is the third week, right? Yeah, so this is the second week, it's the third week, and third week we could see a reversal to this level, and the fourth week monthly highly likely that DXY will see come back here and closing as a monthly doji. Let me show you what's DXY price action, you see. So what I think, you see, this is the candle. Now the price highly likely will go up again to this level, so third week, and the fourth week we'll see the price has come back down again, probably will close as a monthly doji, okay. So with that in mind, this is the monthly candle. So if we look at weekly, this is the third week weekly candle. Fourth week we could see a big bull candle around this zone, and the last week we could see the price has come back down, closed as another bearish candle. So could be that way, you know, DXY might be creating an inverted head and shoulder on the weekly time frame. So basically now let's look at daily. You see the price is going up here. So what I think that from here slowly the price will reach that zone. Okay, so this will be the third week's journey. Fourth week we could see the prices come back down here with this level, closing somewhere here as a monthly doji, and then probably will create reversal or whatever it wants to do. So this is just a speculation, but high probability that the price likely to do in that way. Okay, GBP CAD, my friend, favor shipper, you will look at it. Since CHFJ will look at it. Could you see NASDAQ? Yeah, absolutely. Okay guys, so there is as you can see on the screen, this is if anyone looking for a regulated broker, then you can join EverTrade. I have put a link on the chat. Also you can find a link in the description area also, so you can if you are in an eligible country, you can have 40% welcome bonus. You can use the code user to when you are opening the account to be eligible for the welcome bonus. So link in the description, and also there is a link if you are looking for a broker, you can use that's how you are also supporting the Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So let's look at a Bitcoin. Mohammad asked for BTC is a good price for sell, coach. Okay, let's look at BTC. BTC I was looking at early today. So this is monthly. In the primarily we have seen significant movement to the upside on BTC weekly. This is the weekly candle, which is okay. This is a strong bullish. Let's look at daily. You know what, on BTC guys, what I think that you see there is a clean double top here and then big drop. So when you see the price normally has broken this kind of resistance, I don't think that this price will reverse from here. We might see short-term movement. I think that this price will finally reach this level here. Okay, so this neckline, this is the previous support here, which is turning resistance here, and from that level we can expect a drop. So for the time being I will not be seller because the local trend is still bullish. Okay, so trading against the trend will not be a good idea, but what I think that it is strongly bullish, still maintaining the market structure is bullish. You see an impulse consolidation, and we can expect it to create the same impulse. Okay, so BTC USD is so far bullish, and I will not be a seller until we see a clean reversal. Gbpusd, I'm traveling. Okay, thank you. Your safe journey. Have a safe journey. HK, let me look at gold. Okay, so gold, as I mentioned with all other instruments that we have so discussed, I think that we might see some significant, I think that gold will have some short-term drop. Okay, based on, if you look at monthly, yeah, the price already reached a monthly resistance. Looking at weekly, very strongly bullish. Daily, yeah, I think guys, as you can see, this is the daily price action, which is the resistance. Yeah, I think like as you can see, looks like the DXY might reverse for short term. With that, gold might continue to drop. If we see clean, the price action, the market structure is still bullish, so that's why I'm not immediately selling. But the way it is forming, what I think that so far it is, you see that it didn't close as a bearish engulfer, so that is something still not fully bearish. But what I think that we might see slowly some bearish move. We could see that gold may create, it is, you see, it's forming kind of head and shoulder. Yeah, I think because it's weekend and next week might be DXY bullish, so in that case either gold might move slowly in a sideways, or we might see suddenly a drop on gold and probably may break this market structure, this trend structure, and then after grabbing liquidity we might see again a bullish move. So for the short term, looks like that gold might create some bearish move. No problems, thank you. GBP CAD, don't know what do you mean by coming, it's your language maybe. Okay, so let's look at GBP CAD. Okay, so looking at GBP CAD, first of all looking at monthly. Okay, so what I see GBP CAD, first of all, this is the monthly candle, first 2 weeks so far. GBP CAD price action, guys, is it's a very narrow and sideways price action. Okay, I think we might see some bullish move on GBP CAD. So but you see that this is a very sideways market. Okay, normally I try to not to trade in this kind of sideways market, because trading on a sideways market is in fact not a good idea at all. Okay, so I'll say that yeah, so this market is very choppy, GBP CAD. That's why I was not trading this one for a couple of days, unless we see a breakout. Slowly looks like that it is forming a bullish market. Okay, but so far this market is not, it's a fully choppy market, as you can see, and I normally try to avoid this kind of market. So let's see what happened. Okay guys, so in the meantime you see GBP USD now is coming down for, I think that if we look at GBP USD, this is the weekly candle, and we could see some drop on this one to this liquidity zone, and then from weekly perspective we could see again some bullish move from here. Okay, so if I look at daily, this is where we see that from the daily perspective yeah, so there has been quite a few long week candles on GBP USD, quite a few days manipulation, and then from that zone we have seen that the price primarily now coming down, and this could be, you see, after back to back, quite a few manipulation, the bulls not being able to push the price high. So that means that we could see some further drop on this one. Okay, and yeah, so for me looks like that US30 is a very good pair for going short. It's a clean price action, that could be a good one for going. Like, let's look at dollar yen. So yen is remaining stronger so far. Looking at monthly, we see that from the monthly perspective, dollar yen is very strongly bearish. Starting from here, there has been a very strong bearish move. Okay, so this is the monthly price action, which is still likely to drop because the price already below this level. Okay, if we look at weekly, we see that in fact after this doji, this is what I expected, we see a big drop. Looking at daily, now from the daily you can see there is a liquidity gap here, breaking this daily resistance level. So this kind of price is really good. You see that this tested support here, resistance here, and resistance here, and then that has grabbed liquidity, and this kind of price action is really powerful. You see that this level here, support, resistance, and the same level when act as a support and as a resistance, it's in fact a very high probability trade setup. And that is where we see that this bearish engulfer, smaller correction, now it's another bearish movement. So if we look at lower time frame dollar yen, we see that significantly bearish. Now if we reflect it on GBP JPY, we see that there has been, you see GBP JPY is even. So basically yen pairs, looking at dollar yen, GBP JPY, they are strongly bearish. Okay, looking at monthly, GBP JPY very strong. Weekly, after grabbing liquidity from here, we have seen a very strong drop. Daily, yeah, there is a massive drop now, and the way it is dropping, I think that this price will break this support. Okay, and then will continue to drop. Okay, there is a, so basically the next level for GBP JPY so at least 152 should come back down slowly. So basically this is the destination, but as you can see, this candle is going to close in 11 minutes. But I think that as this is weekend, we might see some consolidation from here. It has a massive drop. Now what we could see is some reversal on the lower time frame. Okay, and that will bring us trading opportunities. So basically GBP JPY, after this kind of move, we need definitely a dying need of retracement. So let's say, yeah, so at least 38.2% Fibonacci level around this zone. So basically once this price will reverse and give us another opportunity for sell, we'll definitely sell this market. Okay, I'm watching this one for an entry for, because it's a clean bearish price action. Okay, so GJ from the lower time frame perspective is highly bearish. Okay, so like all those CAD JPY, aggressively bearish, CHF JPY in the similar way, very strongly bearish. I think Euro JPY also doing the same thing, yeah, very strongly bearish. So all those JPY pairs, including dollar yen, so yen looks like very stronger. Yeah, we see the dollar getting stronger. Okay, so gold in that case might have some drop. Yeah, I think, yeah, looks like that dollar is in reversal. Okay, so DXY, as I mentioned, that it looks like that it's gonna reverse. Okay. All right, no, thank you very much. In the ready Euro USD, please. Thank you. Can you look at dollar Swiss franc, please? Yeah, look at it. Good afternoon, guys. Hope everyone is safe. Getting set up for next week. Christopher, thank you, Christopher. Thank you very much. Any idea on CHF JPY? We'll look at it. So CHF JPY, guys, before it's a drastically bearish. You can see like all the USD yen pairs is strongly bearish. Okay, very strongly bearish. And I think that because that this all those market, including CHF JPY, all those market was overextended. Now yen market was overextended. This is monthly chart on yen. It was overextended. Now the price is that it's coming down. Looking at weekly, there was a long consolidation on CHF JPY, and then you see this is a weekly chart and quite a few weeks in a consolidation, which is in fact a big probability, okay, for coming down, right? So which is in fact a very strongly bearish. Now looking at daily and daily time frame, you see the price with this first a strong breakdown on the daily, correction to the 20 EMA, and then another drop. So basically this price action after a long consolidation is a big change of trend, and I think that we will find very good trade on JPY pairs in my radar, especially GBP JPY, Aussie yen, dollar yen, Euro JPY. This week and next week we'll have some good trade because yen pairs now in a clean downtrend, and that is in fact a big probability for having a good trade. Okay, so we'll be waiting. I'll be especially waiting for an entry, and I'll also send the same alert to the students who are trading with us. Guys, if you want to learn our strategies and also trade with us, you can join us. Link in the description area. You can visit the website and then click join now button. So let me show you the website. This is the website where the link in the description area. So once you go to the website, click join now button, and then you will be taken to the plan where you can find out how to join. And also you can find a lot size, a position size calculator on the website. If you are on our website, anytime you can use that, use to to find a lot size when you are opening a trade. And once you are joining our membership, you will have a lot of opportunity like this TF strategy indicator available for all the students is trading with us in our Forex Trading Wizard Academy. You can have access to TradingView even with a free version. So I'll recommend you to join and also learn our strategies, and also you'll be part of our trading community where you will have access to VIP chat group with all the traders interacting together in the same group where they are sharing their trade ideas, trade alerts. Many of them are very successful, and also you can have have a good environment with the traders discussing ideas. It's a great team. It's a part of trading community, so you can join us, link in the description. So let's look at now. I see that that all those pairs including dollar CAD, so dollar CAD we see now started to reverse with a big candle, except dollar yen, because dollar yen very stronger. But we see that USD CHF, I think USD CHF also will have a bullish move because CHF looks weaker now. If we look at this daily time frame, we see that from the daily perspective USD CHF has started to reverse, and there has been a lot of manipulation in this zone. You can see that the sellers did that, but they couldn't push the price down. That means that we might see that USD CHF now going up. If we look at monthly, weekly and daily, and if we look at that lower time frame on the 4 hour, you see that now according to our trend following strategy, we see a buy signal on USD CHF upon closing of this candle, which is closing as a bullish engulfer, which is satisfying the rules of our strategies. As you can see, we have seen that basically there is a reversal here on this one. There is a double bottom has broken out. The price has come back to this level where there is the previous resistance turning support. Okay, this is the previous resistance here, turning support here, and we see a bullish candle is being formed. And I think that next week, guys, USD CHF also will have bullish move. So this candle is basically a bullish candle on USD CHF. Okay, so basically looks like that dollar is getting a reversal. Okay, so with DXY, let's look at candle closing in 3 minutes, guys. So let's look at all those pairs to see if we have any short-term trading opportunity. Aussie yen drastic drop, CHF JPY very strong drop, so Aussie dollar, we see that Euro AUD not that much of impressive. Okay, so Euro dollar CAD JPY, see that yen pair are very aggressively bearish. Otherwise US oil also showing bullish move. To me it's still bullish. So NASDAQ and US30 looks like that they are showing significant bearish movement. So in all those trade, what I would say that US30 looks like a bit cleaner in terms of price action. There is a bearish engulfer with a full body red. I think US30. So what I will do now is I'll be waiting for an entry on US30, guys. You see that. So for me, in all those trade, US30 will be a better trade. So on the retest, keeping a stop loss above this high, I think that could be an entry point. Okay, but I will be physically, I need to see, because the price sometime may not reach that zone. Before that we might see a drop. So for me, the best trade here in all of them is US30. Looks like reversing, and with closing of this candle we could see some bullish move again, and this is where I will be interested on selling on US30 once it will reach that zone. Once we'll see a rejection, that could be a good place for selling US30. It's still 58 minutes to go to close this candle, but for me, yeah, US30 is highly bearish. Okay, euro dollar closed. The way it has closed this candle, I think euro dollar also reversing. Okay, it looks like that, guys. All USD pairs is in reversal. GBP USD, after this kind of manipulation, we have seen the buyers couldn't make any effort to the upside. That means that they failed to do so. There is a lot of manipulation, but they couldn't do it. Is the sign that basically the sellers, the buyers exhausted. Okay, so to the entry on GBPUSD, this is weekend, how we can find an entry opportunity. You can see the prices. For me, I think euro dollar now coming to this level here. Okay, there's a previous resistance zone turning support here. Okay, to this level. Okay, so my job now is to watch all the dollar pairs, because there is a very high probability now for reversal, and to catch and reversal early enough is always a good idea. So for me, I'll wait for an entry, okay, on euro dollar and AUD USD. Gold is still not that much of impressive price action, but it's still, if we see that, let's say British pound US dollar, all those USD pairs is reversing, then we could see that even gold is reversing. USD CHF has given us a strong bullish trade signal. Okay, but we need to find a good entry point. All right, guys, so yeah, this is weekend. I'll not be lengthening this session anymore. I'll be watching price action for an entry opportunity. I'll trade in a way so that we can hold the trade over the weekend, with an intention that all USD pairs now reversing. So basically euro dollar, GBP USD, US30, all of them I'll try to find a short trade. And USD CHF, as you can see, is showing a bullish. So basically dollar weaker, and against dollar all the pairs is going to be reversing. So with that in mind, I will be waiting for an entry point. I don't know when I will find the entry. As soon as I will find, I will jump on a trade, and also I'll send the trade alert to the students. If this is the in this live session, I would definitely open it, but I need an entry point because I can buy from here, let's say USD CHF, but it's going to be a little bit of bigger stop loss, and it's better for a bit more to see which way, like how much it is getting retraced, how much it is coming down, and then we can enter a trade. So with that in mind, I'm ending this session. Thank you very much for being here with me, and I will come back again on live next week. Guys, don't miss out any opportunity. Give a big thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel. And tomorrow I'll be releasing weekly Forex forecast and all the content coming over the weekend as well. So make sure, guys, give a big thumbs up, everyone, please, and also subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss out any of the content that we are releasing. So thank you. I'll see you very soon. Stay happy, have a good weekend, and also manage your risk when you're trading. I'll see you soon.